Hi guys, good morning and welcome back to another episode on 5 things someone told you about branding that will change your business. This morning, I'll be talking about another part of this topic, that is branding is more psychology than design. A lot of brands out there, whenever they are rebranding, whenever they are branding, they just pick colors out of their choices or their love for color. No, it is not like that. You don't pick colors for your branding out of your choice. Because my favorite color is purple, please use purple for anything about my brand. It does not work like that. Whenever you are branding, you have to study the psychology that works with the services that you are offering. Now let's look into the agricultural mode. You will discover that any branding that has to relate with agriculture comes mostly with green. Whenever you are working on a brand that relates with agriculture, it works mostly with green. Why? Because green symbolizes stability, it symbolizes growth, it symbolizes life. And this way, whenever anybody is working about a brand that relates to agriculture, they work on something around green. Why? Because branding is more of psychology than design. Whenever you are choosing a color for your brand, you have to choose a color that communicates the importance, the effects, and the values of your brand. So if I am coming to your brand and your brand does things that are related to health and wellness, then you are supposed to choose a color from blue and white or thereabout, because these are all green, because this symbolizes health, this symbolizes growth, this symbolizes wellness. So I am telling you that you do not just pick your brand or pick a brand color based on your love for the brand. So if you are handling a brand that is related to girly stuffs and all of that, you can pick a brand color around purple, you can pick a brand color around pink. But when you are choosing something that has to do with stability, you are going into tech, you want something that is stable and exceptional and is going to stay for a lifetime, you can pick a color around blue. Blue symbolizes stability, it symbolizes presence and power. Now let's look at a very popular brand, the Coca-Cola brand. You will notice that big brands invest much more in the psychology. I said in the last class that your perception is very important. Your perception starts speaking from the color choices you make whenever you are branding or you are rebranding. Look at Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola's brand color is red and white. Red symbolizes passion. Red symbolizes passion. It symbolizes strength. It symbolizes strength. So whenever you grab a bottle of Coca-Cola, you are weak and tired. All of a sudden, you are craving for a bottle of Coca-Cola. Why? Because when you pick up a bottle, it's giving you strength. You are seeing the strength from the red, you are seeing the eruption of passion from it, and then you can continue with your daily activities. So I am telling you today that if you are picking anything that has to do with branding, you are a young business owner, you are a startup business owner, and you want to brand or you want to rebrand, make sure that your color symbolizes the psychology behind your brand. Your color symbolizes the psychology behind your business. That is to say, whenever someone is seeing your brand color, they can at least relate to the brand values that your brand is offering. If you are a food brand, you are supposed to pick colors that will erupt hunger in people, like color red, like color orange, like green, stuffs like that, so that whenever, like yellow, so when I see a brand like that, I get hungry. Your design is supposed to trigger something in people's psychology. That is, if you are working on a food brand, whenever I see your designs, whenever I see your social media flyers, or whenever I see your branding, I am supposed to get hungry. This is the psychology behind design, and if you fail in this, you have failed in your perception. Thank you for sticking to the end, and see you in the next one. Bye.